What a great moment. Welcome back to the show. I've still got Bro-y Joey, the winner of the Circle, on the line. Congrats again, Joey.
Thank you so much.
All right, so let's get into your time on the Circle. When you were standing there waiting for the Circle to announce the winner, what was going through your mind? You looked absolutely shocked that you won.
I was terrified. I never expected any of this. I thought if I made it to the finale, that was me winning the show. I just wanted to make it to the finale, see one of my friends win, support them. We could all hang out afterwards. And then when it got down to 3 and then 2, and it's me and Shu B, I mean, you see the look on my face. I am absolutely terrified because I never even thought about it one time. And then when they announced it was me, I think I blacked out. I don't remember everything that happened. It was the most insane moment of my life.
Who did you think was going to walk away with it all, if not you?
Shu B or Sammy, I thought were definitely going to take first place, and I would have been so happy with both of those.
Well, what are you going to do with all the money? I know you wanted to refurnish your apartment, but I heard you have a movie in the works.
Yes, so a lot of people have been finding out that I'm an actor. I've been out here in LA since I've been 18, living the struggling actor life, and I finally made my passion project after 7 years. We're in post-production. This happened a year and a half before the Circle happened. So now I'm gonna put half the money away. So I have a cushion, because I'm still a bartender, still doing that lifestyle.
Smart.
So this way I have something down the line, but I have to also finish my film, get it out there, and hope that this opportunity and this platform can really open the doors that weren't open to me before.
Well, I mean, I bet you all the doors are going to open for you. I just want to double back on something you said when you said you would have been happy if Shu B or Sammy won. Would that meant that you wouldn't have been happy if Chris or Seaburn won? Did you feel like they somehow didn't deserve it as much as Shu B and Sammy?
No, I would have been happy for Seaburn or Chris. I loved all 4 of them equally. I just felt like, based on my final ratings, the communication that we had throughout the show in the Circle, those were my favorite 2 people that I would have loved to see crowned. But if it was the other 2, I would have been just as happy, but, you know, it would have been just a little bit different. Shu B was my boy. Sammy's like a sister who I love to death. And Seaburn and Chris, I mean, still to this day, we're all so close. So there really wasn't a negative outcome with any person winning. It was just a complete shock that it was me. I still really cannot believe it.
I mean, your reaction said it all. Now, you know I have to ask you about that kiss, Joey. That kiss! But before we talk about it...
What kiss are you referring to?
We're going to watch the moment. We're going to rewatch that for you.
Let's do it.
I am crazy attracted to you.
Just get out of here.
Is there any chance you would want to give me a goodbye kiss?
I would love to.
Does this have to end, though?
I know, I think it does. But you got this. I really do believe in you, and I know you're gonna win.
All right, you're the only you won. First off, you won the Circle, and you're the only one to walk away with action. First off, how was the kiss? Second off, you know she's not blonde, right? And thirdly, why didn't you save her?
Okay, it's a lot going on right here. Okay, number 1, the kiss was amazing. Amazing. Can't say enough good things. I didn't know she was not blonde until, you know, after the show had ended. I really thought she was blonde. I must be colorblind or something. I don't know. And I didn't save her because, unfortunately, she just came into the game too late. I mean, that was a prime example of why the Circle can be so difficult. You have personal feelings that you really feel to be true, but then at a moment's notice, you have to realize this is a game. And if I act on my emotion and personal feelings, I could really take myself out of this, where I don't want to do that. So I had to make a really terrible decision, and it killed me to do it. It really killed me to do it.
Well, what drew you to Miranda in the first place? I mean, I know you guys had some flirtations, and she got some eggplant emojis from you, but what was that initial draw about?
Just the way she approached our first conversation really threw me off guard. I wasn't expecting that at that point of being in the game. I hadn't had any conversations like that with anybody, and it threw me off. I felt her vulnerability, and I felt comfortable to be vulnerable with her. And from that moment on, I looked at her completely differently. It was one of my favorite moments ever of being in the Circle.
Well, when she walked into your apartment, which I'm sure was shocking to say the least, did you find yourself even more attracted to her than you had been previously?
Oh my God, she walked in. smiling, looking so beautiful, not like someone who just got blocked. You think she just won the show. And then she sits down, and I just feel like a deer in headlights, like, I am such an idiot. I'm so sorry. I don't know any other way I'm going to make you forgive me for this. And we ended up sitting there talking, and there was just such a connection. It was palpable. You could just feel it. And I am not one to ever kiss somebody that quick, ever in my life. But with the circumstances, I didn't know if I'm ever going to see this girl again, and I would regret it if I didn't at least put it out there, because the worst she could say is no. And if she would have said no, that's fine. I'm still going to call you when I get out of here, whenever that is.
And you're still on the show. You know, she was still going to be blocked regardless, so you might as well. You had the chutzpah to do it, Joey. I like that. We talked to her on Monday, actually, and she said you're still her number one. So what's going on with you two? Are you guys dating? Has she met the family? What's happening?
So, first of all, since the show came out, my entire family has added her on Facebook, put posts up that, welcome to the family, you better be here Christmas time. Every single person has reached out to her, which I knew was going to happen when the show came out. But as far as our actual relationship, I don't like to confirm or deny anything with anyone just because it puts an expectation out there for people. And you're never going to make anybody happy. Some people will love it, and then say if we were together, let's say, we weren't together, then some people hate you, like her. You know, it turns into a thing where I feel like people found both of us on the show. They seen that we have something really genuine and sweet, and I can tell you, I adore that girl. I love her to death. We are so close. I would do anything for her, and she's definitely a constant in my life, and whatever anyone wants to take from that, you're more than welcome to.
Well, I love both of your relationship together, however you define it. Now, you said that you saved Rebecca, a.k.a. Seaburn, because of your relationship with Shu B. Now, looking back, would you have made this same decision?
Absolutely. I wouldn't have changed anything. It was harder in the moment thinking if I should have done something differently, but watching the last 4 episodes of the show, I think I played it perfectly, especially when they're showing other people's reactions to who was blocked, saying, why would you do that? Why would you take that person out and not a power player? And then why would you put it out there to everybody that you're the one who did this? You could be sneaky. I think those are all the easy approaches most people would have taken. And I think it's those tactics I took in the game in the end that really won it for me.
So do you think Shu B actually had a crush on Rebecca? Because viewers absolutely
100%.
thought so.
100%. 100%. I don't care what he tells me. I've talked to him about this. Look it. I love him to death. He's my brother. He says openly he gets uncomfortable sometimes when he flirts. And he keeps throwing in the sister thing after he has a big smile on his face like you would not believe. And look, I don't blame him, Shubes. If it was me, well, no, I can't say that. If it was me, I'd say I did. But if I was Shu B and it was me, I would just say, what are you going to do? It's my sister. It's someone I care about. Let's be honest. He was crushing on Seaburn. They were in love. We all know it.
Well, let's take a look at the clip for when Shu B finally meets Rebecca, a.k.a. Seaburn. I love his reaction. Let's watch.
There's someone coming in.
Shu B.
Joey?
Nope. Rebecca.
Oh, my little Shoopster. Why do you think his reaction was different for Seaburn revealing himself as a catfish at the end of the game versus Sean, who was revealed only after a few days?
Because I think he was in love with Rebecca. I mean, or at least he liked her a lot. I mean, come on. I think he thought at the end of this, we have a connection. I maybe can't. You sit in your apartment, you start thinking things. I mean, honestly, we all did it being there. You probably sit there and think, I got a girl I met who's really sweet, who I can look in her in the eyes and tell her how I feel about her when there's no cameras, when everything's done. I can't wait. I'm going to put on a nice suit and look nice. And then you see Seaburn walk in, and all of a sudden, you realize every single thing you've said and done has been on camera. Everyone's gonna see it, and you gotta just go with it and accept it, because what are you gonna do? I mean, it's a terrible situation, but it happens.
Do you think Seaburn felt bad?
Yeah, I don't think Seaburn felt bad, because he shouldn't, because we all knew the game we were playing. I think he felt bad that he made it to the end the way that he did, and felt like some of us would maybe take it like he duped us, but I didn't feel offended at all. That's why as soon as I met him, I said, I got to say congratulations to you. And I gave him the biggest hug because you got to know at that point, there's got to be a chance someone isn't who they say they are. And he made it all the way through, having a good time, laughing, being himself, and he did his thing. You gotta say congratulations, buddy. You killed it.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he got to that head of the table, so you got to give it up to him. Well, we had Karen, formerly known as Mercedes, here the other day, and she actually left you a message. Let's take a look.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Karen, aka Mercedes. And just between us, who was the first person you thought was a catfish?
All right, Joey, who did you think was who do you think was catfishing first?
Antonio, I love the kids so much now, but everyone has said, why did you have a problem with Antonio from the start? What was the reason? Honest reason was this. It was day one. I knew people weren't who they said they were, and his profile just threw me off guard. He said a professional basketball player. I don't watch NBA or sports, so I wouldn't even know if it was LeBron James. And then he said, they call me Chef Antonio. Now, little things throw me off, and that just made me lose my mind, and I'm going, nobody calls you Chef Antonio. That is not a thing. That is not a thing. So for the rest of the time he was there, I didn't like him. I thought he was fake, and that's what's great about watching it back, is he thought I was fake, and you would never know that. But it's something as small as that when you're judging people in the circle that just throws you off.
I know. You even judged him for his emoji use. It was like a hot dog and pizza, and you were like, this guy's not a chef. No. I was like, wow, Joey going in.
Yeah.
No.
Can't. I mean, come on. Everything you say or do in the circle, it means something. So those emojis, I took them to heart a little bit, and I said, a chef is going to use those emojis? I call BS. You are not who you say you are. They're a catfish. And then, of course, I found out that I was, as usual, wrong about like most things in my life, and felt terrible, and just felt like, my God, I feel so bad. I talk so terrible about this poor kid. How am I going to ever be forgiven for this? Because it was really bad.
Well, are you still friends with everyone who was on the show? Do you all have a close, tight-knit circle, if you will?
Oh, my God, yeah. We are all so close. We have been since filming Wrapped. We have a group chat that we all talk on daily. We've been waiting to get together because we weren't allowed to talk to each other, communicate, anything social media. And now that the show is all out, everyone knows everything that happens, we can really just be friends and get together, post stuff, talk openly and freely. It's just, that's what makes the experience so much for me, and just having these friendships that I never would have had if I hadn't done the show. It's something I really think about often. I feel so blessed to have each and every one of these people in my life.
How has the show changed your view of social media in general?
Hasn't really changed my view much, to tell you the truth. I've never been one to judge somebody, and I've never been someone to validate myself based on how many followers I have or how many people comment on something. I think social media can be great. It's great for me to keep in touch with my friends and family back east, but I think once you get to that level, which so many people are at, of really not being okay with yourself because you're not where you want to be on a profile, I think that's upsetting, man. I think if anything you should take from the show, have fun, always be yourself, and don't do anything you're gonna regret. Conduct yourself online like your parents would like to see, like you would like to see 10 years if you look back on your life and say, like, sometime, we've all done it, when you look back at like an outfit you wore years ago and you're like, oh my God, what was I thinking? Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just think this through. Let's have fun. There's definitely a reason that it exists, and I'm happy about it, but don't make it so serious in your life, guys. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it really isn't. Well, honestly, I can't wait to see everything you accomplish with all that money. Joey, thank you so much for chatting with me today.